Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Today I want to talk about the cable companies turning up the heat on the Kodi box manufacturers. Cable giants set up privacy battle by interrogating Montreal software developing and searching his home. Now, this individual here is responsible for TV add-ons, and if you've worked with an Android box, you've probably added TV add-ons to your roster of various channels. So I've gone through the article at length. I've discovered a lot of things at length, and ultimately, this is a very Canadian story. Started in Toronto. A few individuals were caught advertising Android boxes as free TV. And that is what really ticked off the cable companies. Now, the cable companies, they definitely hear about this stuff because people call in all the time saying, you know what, I'm going to cancel my service and get one of these boxes. So you know these cable companies are going to start coming after you. This is one of the guys that is being pinched for the issue. And so this guy up here, Adam Lackman, apparently lives in Montreal. I didn't even know that until just now. He lives in Montreal, makes TV add-ons, and ultimately, what happened here is there is a law that I didn't even know exists. I'm going to see if I can find the name of it down here. Founder, copyright infringement, felt like Soviet Union. I think it's right down here. Statement. No, I can't find it, but it's. Oh, here we go. Annan pillar order. And what an Annan pillar order is an order from the government that an individual, not the government, not the police, but an individual has the right to come into your house and search for things that might implicate him. Remember, the government can't do this, but an individual can. And there's definitely certain laws, certain rules about when you can and can't do this. There only so many people can come, and there has to be evidence that you're taking a whole lot of money away from the plaintiff. So the defendant here uh, uh, was making basically a search engine. That's what he's saying. Hey, I'm making a search engine. Only a small amount of these things that you search for actually has pirated content. Let's face it. At the end of the day, the content is pirated. Do the people that make this stuff, do the cable companies deserve all the money they get? No, but it is piracy at the end of the day. So ultimately, either the cable companies don't know what's going on and they're learning, or they're just using their ignorance and the ignorance of law enforcement in order to further themselves. So they got that order, which said they could come in, and a lawyer, a bailiff, somebody else from the government, two computer guys all came to this gentleman's house, this Adam's house, and he held him for 15 hours. They only had the right to hold him for 12 hours, but they held him for 15 hours, and he was under the impression that actually they told him he wasn't allowed to have his lawyer there. And he only got to talk to his lawyer about halfway through this, and he had to give correct information. Now, once he actually talked to his lawyer said, you know, you have to say things about yourself, but you don't have to say anything that might implicate anybody else. So, unfortunately, they got information about other people. He spilled the beans on other people and perhaps even how things worked. Now, another judge totally nullified the original order for this to happen. But you know, before I get any further, I just want to make sure that I underline the cable giants. This is Bell. This is Rogers coming to this guy, getting lawyers on him, trying to scare him. This is big cable. This is big evil cable coming to bother this gentleman. And so they got information. They took things from his home, and then the new judge said the order was null and void. They went further than they should have. They overstepped, basically, and but the cable companies aren't returning any of the things that they took because they're trying to appeal that decision. And this is all very disgusting. I didn't even know that they had the ability to do this. Oh man, like not even being able to have your lawyer there, that's amazing. That's very un-Canadian. This doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, sorry, Bell Rogers and Videotron have appealed the court's decision, and the federal court of appeal judge has ruled that until the appeal can be heard, Lackman will get nothing back. The appeal judge says the issue isn't the fact that the number of alleged copyright infringing add-ons is small, but rather that TV add-on targets a market of users seeking to knowingly access copyright materials without authorization. Yes, that's absolutely correct. Let's face it, at the end of the day, we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing, but you know what? These guys are getting so much money that we don't care. I mean, I pay good money for my channels. On top of those channels, I have to buy a recording box, and on top of that recording box, I also get commercials. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the arguments are. If I pay for the product, I should get the product without advertisements, without interruptions. It's just amazing how far recording industries, telecom, all these things think that they can do, and it just blows me away, the audacity of these people and what they think that they can get away with. It's just unbelievable. I'm not saying these individuals here like Adam Lackman. I'm not saying that he's in the right, but I'm saying that something's got to change about these corporations. Something's got to change with the way that they do things, especially legally. The more money you have, the more weight you can throw around. It's just disgusting. Anyways, that's it for me. Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Like and subscribe if you like the stuff. I really appreciate it. And have a good one, folks. Catch you later.